Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going down to FARTBOY. Once again, thank you for your support, okay? Big of the CoinsKid crew. So I think this coin has a potential to go all the way. But again, nothing I say is financial advice. We are looking to get this coin listed on some major exchanges. We're in lots of talks. We've got exchanges left, right and centre scrapping with us to try and get it listed first, okay? So we're going to pick the best exchange to get it listed on. And when it does, I'll release that information to you. But so far, so good. The community are running with this particular project. Now, I was looking at meme coins. I've been looking at meme coins for a very long time. And for those people paying attention, I've picked a meme coin in every single impulse. I'll show you right now. Really simple. I did make this tweet yesterday, and again, nothing I say is financial advice, but for those people who are on the channel, they remember I've called a meme coin selection 3 years running because each impulse there is an opportunity. Okay, so the first impulse began for me for Bitcoin in late 2022 in like November bottom. So in 2022 to 2023 there was an opportunity, and I did call it was bonk, basically. Look at that. Then I called FARTCoin, which went from 23 million to 2 billion. So basically bonk went from 30 million on my call to 4 billion, and FARTCoin went from 23 million to 2 billion. And FARTBOY, which is my new call, my new last leg meme coin selection for you, the community right there, is currently, we've got in at 8.7k, and who knows where this can go to. But the thing is that's happening at the moment with this particular project, it's running basically, and we've got a lot of the community are getting behind this particular project, which is amazing. So right now, this is a call that I made last Thursday. I have been telling you for a very long time, please jump into our meme coin Discord. As you can see, Sam got involved. Sam jumped in at 8k market cap on FARTBOY after my post that I was buying it. I also chucked him some loose change, money I can afford to lose. He is now a massive 1,370x on his initial investment from last Thursday. A $5 buy-in would now be worth $6,864. A $100 buy-in would now be worth $137,000. Now do you see why I keep going on about meme coins as millionaire makers? Low input for high return. Opportunities like this will present themselves again, so stay tuned. Happy trading, CoinsKid crew. So I'm not trying to scam you, I'm not trying to rug pull you or buy low, sell high or whatever, although eventually I will look to take profit from this market when I do think the bear market's here, okay? And stay tuned for that analysis. At the minute, I don't think the bear market's here. I think we've actually got a major move up in a lot of these altcoin projects, and this is why at this point I do think there's opportunity, and this is the opportunity that I'm relaying to you, as was the opportunity in 2021 right there that I was relaying, that made my channel absolutely blow up. Okay, I was floating around about a couple of hundred subs, just chugging along, and I made some incredible calls across the market. And I did actually flip, for those people that have been with the channel, I did flip macro bearish in May of 2021. I was looking for a macro correction, and then we bottomed on that correction, but I was looking for a new all-time high in Bitcoin, which we got, and Ethereum, which we got, but the XRP I got completely wrong because I didn't anticipate a lower high of a bigger, broader macro correction, which was an ABC zigzag. And at that point, when it began to do that, I realized, hang on a minute, this is a big risk on environment that we've been in because of the S&P 500 that we've been in since late 2018. This is a massive cycle that's coming to completion, and I think this is the end phase, in my opinion. But nothing I say is financial advice. So I think over the next few months here, there's an amazing opportunity that's presented itself, and I think possibly right towards the end of this cycle, I've given you one of the best opportunities I've ever given you on this channel. And I'm getting a lot of hate, a lot of criticism. I fully understand that. This is why I do relay to you, money I can afford to lose, and this is always the case with meme coin investments. Only invest what you can afford to lose. So I hope you understand that all I'm doing in this channel is trying to provide you an opportunity to make as much money right towards the end of this cycle as I possibly can for you, with very minimal risk input. And this is something I've been doing for a very long time. I do try and teach you how to trade with very minimal risk trades and low stop losses and things like that. Minimal risk trade, and this is something I teach in the channel. I've been teaching it since day dot. We have a lot of success with it, the 5-wave counters, so on and so forth. But going forward, I just pray and I hope that this particular project that I've picked out as a last meme coin in this last cycle, in this last impulse for this particular crypto market, I hope it plays out for you, okay? I really do. For my community right there, I hope that I'm minting millionaires right at the end of the cycle. That's what I hope for, okay? So let me show you the FARTBOY chart right now, what it's doing, and see if we can do any TA on it, although it's very difficult to do TA on a brand new coin that's coming out the traps. But know, I wish everyone most luck with this. If you are looking to get involved with this, again, only invest what you can afford to lose. It is a meme coin. It's very volatile. Obviously, it could go to zero. Enough of that says financial advice. I just wish you the utmost luck with this coin going forward, okay? But I know I'm getting a lot of criticism. But all I'm trying to do is relay the opportunity to you to make as much money right towards the end of this cycle. So what is the main thing we need to see that increases the probability of the end of this cycle? It's really simple. Let me show you that right now, okay? So the first chart I want to show you that's adding confidence to the fact that I think, okay, we've got this next drop here, which is obviously a pop in the risk on environment here for crypto, is this chart. It's the tether dominance chart. So real simple terms, without overcomplicating it, we need to see this candlesticks dropping if you're expecting crypto to be popping, basically. And that's exactly what's happened from here, from this November top for the tether dominance right now. You've seen a bottom in the purple line, which is Bitcoin, and it's been trending up as an inverse correlation to this coming down. Really simple, okay? So this is in a downtrend, making series of lower highs and lower lows. It's not turned around, okay? It's not making high highs and high lows. So we've got a downtrend in tether dominance and we've got an uptrend in Bitcoin. But at some point, you know, it turns around and it comes in for its correction, and that's the difficult thing. Obviously, it can occur at any point, but what I do tend to look for those people that have been on the channel for a very long time, which we have a lot of success with, is whenever we start to see 5 waves up, okay, it really does increase the probability of a correction at that point. You know, at any time frame, micro, macro, whatever, you increase in probability. Once you see 5 waves up, you know, it's get out of that particular project moment, okay? And if you see 5 waves down, it's get in that particular crypto project moment, okay? So from here, we see 1, into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, into a 5. So right now we're on cue with the get out of, obviously, risk and crypto project moment. But I do think that given this structure here, we've got a 1, into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, and we've not seen this last drop, okay? So this last drop here, with the confluence of the fact that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, and from this drop here, which was this bottom for Bitcoin in the summer, we've seen a 1, 2, waterfall 3, 4, 5. We've not seen the final 5th wave yet. So this is why I do remain bullish, and this is why I'm looking at opportunity across the board. But I do think, and there's absolutely zero bias here, I think with the confluence of the 5 waves to the upside and the 5 waves to the downside in this particular, candlestick, the index here, which is your tether dominance, which is a safe haven from, obviously, crypto crashing, people jump into it, that's why it begins to trend up. And then obviously as risk is coming up, this is, not a safe haven anymore, and this is why this enters a downtrend. It's an inverse correlation, really simple. So, I think there's an opportunity here because we don't necessarily see 5 waves here. We only see 1, 2, waterfall 3, and again, those people who have been on the channel know that I was looking at this every single day with yourselves to time this bottom, to time this top. There's an inverse correlation to the big drop and the big breakout and the vertical that I forecast on Bitcoin and equally many of these altcoins. So really, really simple. Given the structure, given a 5 wave that I respect, 5 waves up, I begin to take profit and jump out. 5 waves down, I begin to jump in. So what I'm looking to do, once I see this next drop to the downside, I'm looking to exit my position. So, what are the opportunities that I'm looking at right towards the end of this cycle for the drop in the tether dominance? Where are the opportunities? And like I've taught you, I don't necessarily think it's in Bitcoin anymore, because if Bitcoin from here goes to 150, 200k or whatever, whoopie do, it's 50, 60%. But this part of the cycle, which is the part of the cycle that I traded in 2021 right there, and the reason my channel blew up is because I'm making so many great calls across the board on these altcoins, which is my projection at the moment. So I don't see any invalidation. I'm waiting for that invalidation. The minute I see it, I'll obviously relay that to you. But the minute I think there's an opportunity over the next couple of months for a vertical in these charts, okay? And obviously with that, I'm looking at meme coins. So I wish the most luck with that particular meme coin. Is there any other confidence I'm looking at? Well, there is. If we see this next leg up to the upside and this drop to the downside, we should see something in another chart, and it's the Bitcoin dominance chart. Let me show you exactly what we need to see right now to increase the probability that we are seeing a massive vertical in altcoins here. And obviously that FARTBOY could absolutely blow up with that particular vertical. So quickly looking at Bitcoin dominance, I've shown you this before. I've been looking at this chart with you a very long time. It's part of my confidence analysis that this particular trend line retouch and this level of resistance just there, that we would see, a rejection at that point and drop, and we would see a big pop in the likes of, XRP. It was one of the confluencing factors I was showing you every single day. When everyone's getting extremely bearish on XRP, I said to you, this channel rising like this and the bearish rising channel, this last point of contact, which is basically this resistance point here, is a trigger point for XRP to absolutely take off and explode. And look at that, it's done it. So that's been an amazing trade, and I was showing that every single day. There were so many naysayers against herd mentality, just saying, no way, you know what you're talking about, this, that and the other. But I was just showing you this beautiful trend line, and it was timed to absolute perfection on this drop. So we've had a little drop here. So So there's no bias, but what I think we've got here, and again, there's absolutely zero bias on this chart. I'm looking for the invalidation. I think that this point here, okay, is there. And it's rinse repeat on Crypto Street so far. And I'm looking for the invalidation. So we had the initial drop, and then we're consolidating the range, but then the big drop, the big waterfall, is where we've seen a massive breakout on a lot of these altcoins. This is what I'm looking at. We've had the drop, initial drop, consolidating the range going sideways, but if we start to drop right now in the Bitcoin dominance and we do something like that, then this is it. You know, this is the last cycle where we absolutely rocketed and my channel blew up, and right now this is potentially what's in front of us. So I've done a little bit of guesswork here. Obviously this is what it all is, it's guesswork. I've not got a crystal ball, nothing's financial advice, but I'm looking at a trigger point basically from the previous cycle. We've got the halvening, which occurred on Monday the 11th of May 2020. Then the market topped pretty much a year later, 364 days, on Monday the 10th of May. A lot of them altcoins were done, cooked, that was it. They're coming for the big correction. So if I'm looking at a similar situation, then okay, we've had this drop here which led to a massive move for altcoins at that particular period. Well, it's the same. Then we're consolidating a range, and then we had the big waterfall which led to a vertical in a lot of those altcoins right on cue roughly a year later after the halvening. So this is where we are. A drop, consolidation, a range. If we drop like this is it. Okay, this is the last push up before obviously the dominance begins to come back up. And with the confluence of the final drop in the Tether dominance, I think potentially, unless I start to see the invalidation of such, this is what's in front of us over the next 3 months. So if it plays out exactly like it has in the previous cycle, we could be looking for a very, very big correction to begin sometime in April. So between now and April, there may be a lovely opportunity to make some money in this market. And obviously I'll keep you updated as best I can. I'm looking for that final drop in the Tether dominance, and I'm looking for the drop in the Bitcoin dominance. If we see both at the same time, then I think we're sort of the end phase here in that crypto market, okay? And I'll keep you updated as best I can to my exit strategy going forward. But in that time, I do think there's potential opportunity in a lot of these altcoins, and this is why I'm targeting FARTBOY for you as a potential opportunity going forward. So let's just take a quick look at this FARTBOY chart right now and see what we can see, okay? So the way I like to keep an eye on my FARTBOY is basically there's a few things that I like to look at every single day just to see how it's going. I look at the hold account, which is increasing. It's doing really well day by day. That's picking up. Then we've got all these links. So this particular website here is basically like a profile page. It's called SOLSCAN. It's a Solana blockchain explorer. For those people who have been familiar in the space for a very long time, you've got FSCAN. That's basically the Ethereum blockchain explorer, but this is the Solana blockchain explorer. It's called SOLSCAN.io, I think it is. It's an amazing website. So all you do is come to it, search in FARTBOY, really simple, or any coin that you're looking for. So you're looking for FARTBOY. It's now got a green tick, which is good. Click on it, it loads this page, and then from here you can keep an eye on it. You know, all your tokenomics, you've got holders, analytics, markets, metadata, so on and so forth, DeFi activities, transactions, so on and so forth. So you can see at the moment we're trending. We've got a 15.98 million market cap, so we've gone from that 8k market cap all the way to there. So it's been a very, very ferocious move in little over a week right now. We've got 5,391 holders, so we're doing really, really well. This is the community website, FARTBOY Solana. We've been listed on CoinGecko, Twitter handle, Telegram handle, and then obviously all these little websites which I've shown you how to use before. So what I like to do, I like to keep an eye on the chart using Dex Screener. Okay, so I'm going to show you the chart, and it's really difficult. Obviously, it's really difficult to chart these meme coins and these coins that are coming out of the traps. You know, all you can look at is support targets if you want to buy, and resistance targets if you want to sell, if you're looking to swing trade. But I think at the moment it's quite dangerous to swing trade these coins, because I do see a lot of people swing trading that you can keep an eye, on Dex Screen. I'll show you in a moment how you can keep an eye on swing traders. But I just think with these coins, it's very dangerous to swing trade, because from experience, in my opinion, that I first got into crypto around about 2017, and I bought a project as it come out called Chainlink, and I was down there around about 17 cents. And this is a true story, I've told you about this before. I was swinging away trading, and then one day it went from 50 cents to $1, and I lost half my stack trying to be clever. I had quite a lot of Chainlink, and I ended up with half a stack, and I never got that stack back, and it was one of my biggest regrets. And this is technically why I don't really swing trade anymore, because I know these projects can just double, quadruple, or whatever overnight, and then never come back to that particular position where you've sold anticipating a lower low to buy back more, basically. So swing trading it's very dangerous. Obviously, if you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. But for me, I wouldn't necessarily be looking to do it on these, low cap meme coins, because at any point these can explode and you've lost, a lot of your bag basically. So swing trade, in my opinion, is very dangerous, especially on these new coins. So anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's dive into the deck screener right now. And again, if you're looking for more content on FARTBOY, I'll drop this link to the SOLSCAN website. These are all your little links you can check out, your rug check, bubble maps, so on and so forth. Let's take a look at the charts right now for deck screener and see what we can see, okay? So looking at FARTBOY chart on the 15-minute time frame, and I'm looking at a 15-minute because there's not much data, to be honest with you, so I'm zooming in as best I can. And on a 15-minute, it looks as though, we've got this beautiful correction that came back down. There's the inception date, January the 5th, bolted, had that big rug pull, come back down. Everyone was like, didn't want to know it and things like that, in the floor. And then we looked at it as a community, boom, bolted like that. Fantastic. So again, it's coming up and it's stepping up. So I think what we've done here, and this, again, nothing I say is financial advice, but, if we can continually compress from left to right, making a series of high lows into compression, we could begin to step up every sort of 10 million here, okay, market cap, because this has gone from literally 8k market cap to roughly, almost 15 million at the moment. A little bit of volatility in the market. So basically what we've done is broke out the 10 million market cap range. So I'll drop a horizontal line in there. And again, this is so difficult to chart because you can't necessarily look at price. So this is why I do look at market cap. So you've got two options on deck screener. You've got price and you've got market cap. But for me, in its infancy, the patterns are really difficult to trade and things like that, so I will just keep an eye on the market cap. So you could say, okay, so there's your 10 million. What you've done, you can see a resistance, you broke out and you're holding it in a range, trying to coil up for the next leg, which is basically 20 million. So what you could do, if you are looking to swing trade or whatever, you could begin to sell it every 10 million. But again, like I said to you, I think it's risky because if this thing really does take off, it can go to 100 million overnight. So again, you're selling down there at 10 million, 20 million, whatever, and it continues to go up and you're like, oh my God, and you've missed a run basically. This is why I do think swing trading these new meme coins is a dangerous game. But again, nothing I say is financial advice, okay? So what we'll do, we drop a resistance level in around about the 20 million. So that's the next leg for me. If we do start to see FARTBOY getting up there, taking out that range around about 20 million, if you're holding it support, then we really are balls go up the stairs territory here, like I've always taught you. So stepping up. So the big range, the big psychological level that I think is at 100 million market cap. If you can see this get up to there, then wow, this thing really could begin to take off and gain attention and start to get some major listings right there. So I wish everyone much luck with it. Again, nothing I say is financial advice. This is just a meme coin selection. I think there's confluence in many charts that will lead into this major move in the crypto markets, and this could be one of the best coins that I've ever given you on this channel. So again, I just wish everyone most luck with this particular coin going forward. But like I've always taught you, if you are investing in these meme coins, only invest what you can afford to lose. Literally, I put like $20 onto this down here, okay, in the floor. Like I said to you, money I can afford to lose. I'm not taking a big position in this. Even now, I would not be taking a massive, thousands of dollars position in this, because obviously meme coins are extremely risky, extremely volatile. So again, only invest what you can afford to lose in these particular projects. But from here right now, if we do start to step it up and we do see a major breakout to the upside, you're looking at around about 587% to get to that 100 million market cap, which would be an amazing feat if we can see it. I wish you the almost luck in this particular project if you do decide to invest. Now, how do you invest? Copy the contract address, which I've shown you on SOLSCAN, paste it into your wallet, your Phantom wallet, and just swap it out for whatever you want, USDC or Solana. But don't be a degen. Don't go with your life savings. Good luck, everybody. Take care. Back to another update on FARTBOY. Bye bye.